Neighbor's corn is starting to tassel a little. What an overachiever. Morning, everybody. Blanca's a raking machine this morning. She's already got the first quarter circle done. Now she's got to do that one. 7 o'clock, I told her to start at 6. I'm going to go hop in a baler. The humidity's still pretty high, but we got to start with it a little tough because we got these 2 quarters plus a 40-acre field that's already raked. Go get started. Today is just going to be a hayin kind of day. We've got hay to bale, hay to spray, and hay to chop. That's too much hay. Suppose before I just hop in and start it, I should check to see if we got oil. Yeah, we do. Probably gotta check the twine too. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Twine is getting down there. This one is on its last roll. All 3 of these guys have switched. A little bit in each of those. Yeah, it's gonna need twine here pretty soon. The oats are a little green. I'm gonna go try the hay where she's raking now. I do believe the oats we're gonna have a problem. I got thinking she swapped this the same day I did my last chopping last week because Glenn finished up the next day, as you've seen. And I'm betting she didn't set the crimper. So I'm wondering if those are gonna have to wait another couple of days to dry down. Just talked to Maddie. She actually did condition it, so it's just in case of being too early. Supposed to get to 104 today, so we're trying to push and start a little early, but we're a little too early. I had Cameron try the hay, and he said it's kind of the same as mine, upper 20s, low 30s. Oh well, give it half an hour and try it again. Suppose it'd be a good time to twine them and grease them. Baler's greased, windows are kind of sort of cleaned, at least enough to where I can see out. Let's go try this again. Okay, Blanca, take care of my baler. Go see if I can find parts for the sprayer. After a few setbacks, I'm finally loading up. My pump didn't want to run, but I'm thinking I got battery issues. I don't know if my battery's shot or my charger, but I got something going on there. Luckily, I had more Roundup over there. I just grabbed the forklift, held it over to load it. Oh man. Most of the morning's gone. I feel like I've done nothing. 10:15. Come on, pump faster. Computer booting up, music starting, boom, pressurizing. Let's go kill some pigweeds. In the field finally. And you might be saying, man, that stuff needs swat. What are you doing spraying it? And you're absolutely right. But here's the problem. Yeah, it's 100 degrees today. But this is our last day of heat this week. We start to cool off and the rain chances come back. Today is Tuesday. What is today? 25th? Yeah. No. 18th. Wow, I was way off. Today's Tuesday the 18th. Wow, I'm skipping an entire week. Wouldn't that be handy right now? Thursday, it's supposed to be about 80 degrees, and they're talking potentially an inch of rain. Now, if we swap this today, these pigweeds, even if it didn't rain, would still be green in a week. Pigweeds take forever to dry down. You add into account the fact they're talking rain, well, you really don't want your windrows laying for 2 weeks. We've done that already this year. It kind of sucks. Now, you look at the forecast and say, okay, they're talking rain. If this field got an inch of rain, these pigweeds would grow another foot. They grow fast. So, the theory is, let's burn them back. So that's what we're doing. We're applying Roundup at the high end of the rate, still within the recommended use. We're just kind of using as much as we can because it's becoming very resistant to Roundup. And there are no other chemicals that work in established hay that are very effective. There's other chemicals, but it's hard to get a good, effective use out of them. So we're going with Roundup. The whole intention is to just start burning these down, so the end of next week, by the time the field dries out enough to where we can swath, the pigweeds will already be shriveling up and dying to where it won't take 2 weeks till we can bale. We'll have to give extra time before we can bale because you got to wait on them to dry, but it won't be as bad. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. Now, the other thing you might be asking yourself is, well, what about your tire track? You're running over a lot of crop. Oh, in the grand scheme of things, no, I'm running over a very small percentage. 90-foot boom. Each tire's about a foot wide, so I got 88 foot that I'm not running over. So it's a small percentage. When we go to swath it, part of it will get cut, but the majority of it will be so flat on the ground that you can't. So you got to figure to yourself, okay, what's the trade-off? Losing a small percentage to run over versus what do I gain from the chemical? This is a lot more normal. You can kind of see them scattered throughout there. This is short hay, not even a foot tall yet, long ways off from harvest. This is when you normally want to spray. Fortunately, I was busy spraying corn and feed on the last field, so just couldn't get there in time. And you might be saying, well, why can't you just spray corn one day and spray hay the next? Because a lot of the chemicals that you use in corn and feed will kill alfalfa. So what I did yesterday, I pressure washed the whole boom, steam cleaned it to get any residue off the boom. Hadn't been done in a while, it just really needed that. But then I go through in every screen on the solution system on this thing. I pull it out, wash them, and then I run about 4 rinse cycles through it to flush as much clean water as I can through to hopefully get rid of any last little bit of residual still in the tank. Sprayer is put away. Go grab some lunch, then figure out which chopper I'm going to be in. Now I say which chopper because, well, there's only one here at the shop, and it's Glenn's. My chopper, we had a 60 acre job yesterday over at a neighbor's a couple miles away, and on the way home, wheel speed sensor decided, you know, I think I'm good here, and put it into neutral. Could not move it. Thankfully, Hector was behind me. I had him pull me backwards with his semi into a field because I couldn't move. I was just dead in the road. And I know Bart's been over there a couple of times today to work on it, but I don't know if it's fixed or not. He was just helping Cameron get his baler going. Cameron's been broke down for damn near 3 hours with his baler. So now we got 80 acres of hay that's going to be bone dry because it's noon. And there's no way there's any moisture left in it. So, yeah, awesome. Blanca's still baling oats apparently because she hasn't made it there yet. I told her to head there when she got done. So, that's cool. Let me turn down the air conditioning fan so hopefully you can hear me a little better. Headed to the field now. It's 1:30. Already running behind. Surprise, surprise. Bart, though, was able to get my chopper back up and running. I don't know if I told you guys earlier, we cut 60 acres and transmission error code, put it in coast mode. Come to find out what it is so the transmission is right below me. It's below all the shields and stuff where we get in the backside here. And essentially it has a drive line going to each wheel. And then it's got this little coupler in the middle of that drive line that separates the final drive on the wheel from the transmission. There's a bolt that goes through it and that holds it in place. It's been prone to happen before where that bolt breaks and all of a sudden that coupler slides over and you lose drive to that wheel. On the old 7000 series machines, when that would happen, that wheel would lose drive while your other one still had full drive, and you would go full speed into the ditch on one side or the other and hope you didn't break it too bad. Luckily, I was never a part of that. I know it happened twice, and I wasn't in the operator's seat either time it happened. Apparently on this one, there's a wheel speed sensor, and it senses once one of those goes, it puts you into neutral right away. And I don't know how it works. All I know is Bart said only one was gone, but for some reason, I mean, it just coasted. So that's a plus. I didn't wind up in the ditch. So now I am headed to the field. We've got 30 acres here, plus 20, plus 40. I don't know if I'm gonna get that done today. This might be a bit of a wait. I've only got 2 trucks so far, and it's 5 miles. But another 2 trucks and I'll have it done. So whatever. Sit here, watch the grand tour, catch up on things. Do what I do best, sit and wait. Got the first 30 acres done. 2 more trucks showed up and helped kind of knock that out. Now we're on the 40-acre patch. Got a pretty good start, but a long ways to go. Got 4 trucks here. They're struggling to keep up. I got a pretty good weight in between number 4 and number 1. Look at how the haylage just does not flow very good. So they talk about hay can get gummy or sticky. Now you just plug the whole machine. That's a lot of fun, I've been told. God, fingers crossed I don't have to experience what that's like. And this little spot was dusty. And I got a flat tire. Either way, 40 acres up here done. I don't think I pointed it out. So the first field we did was all just weeds and such that were regrowing in a wheat field. Needed it gone, we needed the feed, so that worked out nice. Second one was just kind of one of those things that was born out of necessity. I don't know if you can see it when I was looking around. You can see the rows of the new alfalfa in there. That's a field of non-Roundup ready alfalfa we planted this spring. And because it was non-Roundup and the rains came at just the right time, the weeds took it over. Not much you can spray on to have any sort of effect on the weeds. So we just let it go. And then over the last week, since we had a break in rain, we just let the field dry up as much as possible. Went in and cut it, chopped it off. Now we got another, it's about 20 acres. We're going to do the same thing too. Our 10% chance of rain to start the day has quickly escalated. It's severe warned over there. Everything's moving southeast, so we got to watch over there. And it's getting darker by the minute. Knock off another one. DUN done. So it's 6:30. I didn't start at 1:30, but just to make math easy, let's say I started at 1:30. 5 hours to do essentially 100 acres. Not bad. 100 acres in 3 fields, with one of the moves being about 5 miles. So that was another field. Sorry, I never grabbed the camera. It was just kind of there and gone before I knew it. That field is another new hay field. It's not looking so bueno. That was the one we were the most worried about. Bart was worried about it tracking, so I never sprayed it with our sprayer. We did it with an airplane. Airplane is great because they can get in there when you can't, but for their own safety, you know, they got to leave a decent border on the field so they're not killing your neighbor's crops, or in that case, the neighbor's vegetable garden and flowers. So they got a really good initial kill, but then a second flush came and it is just a mess. It's hard to say right now what kind of hay stand we have. It's not looking the greatest. On other news, oh man, this magnet is strong sometimes. Storm is doing randomness. Just talking to a buddy of mine who's 30 miles, 40 miles east of here. He is pissed. He goes, we got 300 acres of premium hay we were going to bale tonight, and now this is moving in. I go, well, we don't have any premium hay on the ground. don't have any premium hay standing. But we do have every acre of new hay that we planted this spring, minus the last 20 acre patch and 40 acre patch. We've got 40, 10, 30, 20, 10. All on the ground. Be baled tomorrow, get it off clean so we don't mess up the new hay field. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get that out of there, because tomorrow night is the big night that they're talking rain. No, tomorrow's only Wednesday. Thursday night is the big night they're talking rain. So we'll just have to see how it goes, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go park this. I'll talk to you guys, I don't know, next week. I'll see you when I see you. There we go. See you when I see you.